What's up, guys? It's Powerbang here. We just got done with our most recent war. We did eke out a 53-52 victory. A very close war. Came down to the final attack in the final seconds, but we were able to pull it out. Have a couple cool attacks for you today. A couple Hog Rider attacks, some Drag-Loon attacks at Town Hall 8, and a Lavaloonion attack to finish it out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out first. Let's go to number 11 and an attack by Trigger on this base. So if I pause it for a quick second here and we look at this base, he's going to be bringing Hogs, as you can see in his troop inventory at the bottom. Now, there are not a lot of double giant bomb potential locations in this base. You'll see the only 4x2 tile empty space within the walls is right here in the core. And that could either be Teslas, it could be one Tesla, one giant bomb, it could be nothing. Very unlikely that it's nothing inside the core, but we have to treat that as a potential giant bomb location. This clan liked to bring a lot of balloons in their clan castle, so it was very important to do the lure with ground troops in order to make those balloons come out. If you try to lure with other balloons, the balloons in the enemy clan castle will not come out to target your loons, as I found out early in the war. So he drops a giant to get that done. He's going to bring those down to the bottom, but as these troops approach, I'm going to pause it one more time here. When he deploys his kill squad, the standard 2-2-3, 3 barbs, 2 witches behind them, 2 wizards, and then your archer queen backing that up. When he deploys that, he does it a little bit too soon before those enemy clan castle troops clear the wall. And because they're in range of the wizards and the wizards are standing behind the wall, they actually push up a little bit too close, and the balloons are able to creep in and kill a few of his troops that, you know, he could have possibly kept had he waited just a slight bit longer to deploy. So you see he drops his distraction barbs, the witches come down right behind them, wizards behind them, and the archer queen in last. But you'll notice that wizard inside the wall just kind of teeing off, killing his troops. Everything's still in range, so everything's having to push in very close. He finally comes out, but the balloons are already in range. They kill his wizards, and they're going to go ahead and take out a witch, and they're going to get a couple shots off on the archer queen with the crash damage that they have. But all in all, the CC is effectively taken care of. He drops a golem to get the queen's attention, some wizards in behind to create his funnel. The barb king's going to go straight in and hone in on that queen, and he'll bring some wall breakers in to break into the compartment where she's at. And once she is locked onto, the hogs can come in. So the queen is down. Hog Riders are coming in behind. 2-finger drop. They're going to be jumping straight in, and they're just going to go building to building, you see, because there's no pathing or traps in between these, and it's a relatively easy base for hogs to get. You'll see the heels come down, and watch in the middle here, he has one hog kind of peel off and go towards that other expo, and he's kind enough to set off one of those bombs for him. So there's no more double giant bombs in the core. Those are no longer a threat. The final heels come down here. The hogs set off that final giant bomb in the core, and they're pretty much home free now. So as they run around the outside of the base, they're going to have to watch out for a couple more giant bombs. But, you know, at this point, you're just kind of hoping for the luck of the draw here, and that you have enough remaining with high enough hit points that they're able to outlast those single giant bombs. So the bases are cleaned out of defenses, and these hogs are going to have plenty left to go ahead and take out the rest. You'll see as they run around the base here, you know, they're not encountering a lot of resistance. Those hogs on the left did just hit the giant bomb and trip that. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up here. Got another 3-star for Trigger. Awesome raid, man. So the next attack, we're going to buzz down to number 16 here, Yako, and we're going to replay an attack by Because. He also is going to bring Hog Riders. Now, if we look at this base, same kind of scenario. The only real dangers that he is looking at is in the core. You've got a 2x4 empty space here below this crossbow, and another one over here on the other side of the core. Again, those could be Teslas, they could be giant bombs. We don't know. Another place to look out for is in front of the queen. There's a bunch of potential giant bombs there on the outside of the walls at the bottom of the base, you know, and those really aren't too much of a danger for your hogs. You just got to make sure that you either send a test hog if that's where you really want to deploy. That way that one singular hog will trip any bombs that it's going to path across. That way it does not hit your whole attack. But better than that, don't don't deploy your hogs in the spots where you know there could be double giant bombs. Come over to a spot where there's no space for those to happen. So because is going to go ahead and start his attack here with a few loons, come in, take out a couple defenses, and he remembers that oh crap, we have a balloon in the clan castle, so he's going to go ahead and find that out after the fact, after he drops his kill squad here. Drops the hogs in to get the loon, trips a giant bomb in the process. So the balloon is out, his barbarians and archers came down with witches, wizards, and archer queen behind. They've already almost taken care of the clan castle, and he sent a golem to attract that balloon's attention. So as he attacks that golem, the kill squad is taking him out. The golem's cracking in, and it's actually attracted the attention of all of the defenses on the right-hand portion of the base, and his entire hog squad can go all the way to the core of the base before he has to drop a heal. So as the hogs jump in, we notice the Tesla has popped up. Not going to be double giant bombs in that location, so he's got to be very careful. There's the other giant bomb on the bottom. So it looks like there's going to be all external giant bombs as we're attacking this base. The hogs are going to just path through the core. His spell location is spot on. His hogs are just standing in heals the entire time during this raid. He really has had very little to worry about. The left pack of hogs here on that archer tower trip a third giant bomb. It's going to take them all to a very sliver of a life, and luckily the queen was chasing his front pack of hogs, and they were able to actually catch that heal and get healed up to full life. So they move over to this wizard tower and take out the skeletons. All the defenses are down. So some hogs are trained on this archer queen here. They go ahead and take her down. They're already onto the town hall. Everything looks good. Gonna go ahead and speed this up, and the hogs continue to cruise around the base in cleanup mode. Still got his archer queen and barb king up. The only thing I would say could be better in this raid is that archer queen that could have potentially done some major damage in the bottom left. A single barbarian king could have probably taken her out in the beginning of the raid with no real extra expense. So that's the only way I would, really improve this attack. Otherwise, great job, because. So next we'll move on. We're going to give our Town Hall 8 viewers something to watch. We'll go ahead and go to number 24. This is an attack by Huckles 80. So it's your standard spread out Town Hall 8 base. He's got his air defenses are fairly spread out. They don't all cover each other, so he's able to kind of attack, one at a time, I guess, if you were to come from the side, etc. But you'll notice these buildings in the corners. He's going to drop dragons on both of those. So one, you don't forget them. And it's also the beginning of his funnel. So as they kill those corner buildings, they're going to move in. He's going to drop some drags in the corners to help them. And as they destroy a couple buildings, he's going to drop the remainder of his dragon force, with the exception of one. He's holding one back right there in the middle. He's going to rage into that first air defense. And you'll notice the side dragons are destroying those buildings as they move up, so the middle pack has nowhere to go but in. So the clan castle is pulled out as they approach the core here, and the balloons come in behind the dragons once those air defenses have started targeting the dragons. Clan castle's down, the dragons are now raged. He saved that last dragon there to pull out and target the last air defense if he needed it. But the balloons have come in, wrecked the left air defense. The drags took out the center one. Everything's kind of going to plan. Right now, there's only 4 buildings left that can really do any damage to his dragons. The wizard tower is debatable at that, but he's got a Tesla to take care of and a couple archer towers that are pretty low level. He's got this well in hand, and I'm going to go ahead and speed it up a little bit. Very clean raid. Good job on the rage placements, getting the air defenses targeted with that, and well done. So we'll wrap up here with a attack on, let's go with number 19, and that's going to be JLC, and he comes at this with a Lavaloonion approach. Now I'm going to pause it real quick at the beginning of this raid. You look at this base and you'll notice the air defenses that are typically kind of in a square pattern or a diamond pattern in the base. It's all off kilter, and this is a great example of a base with a huge vulnerability to a particular attack style. You'll look at this and you'll see that Hog Riders could definitely take this base out, no problem. There are no potential double giant bomb locations inside the walls. Lavaloonion was the approach that JLC wanted to go with. He's a big fan of air attacks. So what do you notice here is you've got, you know, 2 air defenses on the left-hand portion of the base that are pretty exposed, and if you're to commit just a little bit of troop space to taking those out and perhaps a spell, you're going to start this attack with a huge advantage. So go ahead and start this off, and what he's going to do is he sends in a Lava Hound straight away. He's going to take the aggro of those air defenses and soak up a couple mines, drops a rage, and sends in a handful of balloons behind in 2 different locations so they path to both air defenses. So the rage comes out, he's taken out defense buildings, he got 1 air defense down, he got the other one down, several defenses, he lured the clan castle, and he's done significant damage, taking out almost a quarter of the base just with his lure. The troops come out, he's going to go ahead and bring those to the corner, and he doesn't have much left in the form of clearing troops, so he's just going to drop a few barbarians, archers, and some minions on top of these wizards to polish them off. After that happens, he's going to go ahead and bring in his lava hounds from the top, and what you want to do now that you have just a couple remaining, you know, come at a couple different angles, and then you're going to work your balloons in behind your hounds, and you're going to target defense buildings with your balloons. You're not just going to spam them in. You want to target specific defenses, as you see he's doing. He went a little bit early on the right side before his hounds had worked its way over to the right-hand portion of the base. But that's going to be okay. He's still going to go ahead and get the defenses down. His rages are down. He's got balloons coming in off the backside here to target the last couple defenses. He does get a little bit lucky with the queen. The pups from his lava hound explosion go ahead and take her out for him. That's one place where I would think he could probably improve this raid, is taking out that queen before getting started. But really it's no match. The base defenses are fairly low level. He's got some minions and archers coming in on the bottom portion of the screen from this clan castle drop, and he's actually saved his heroes till the very end to go ahead and clean up this base. So he's got 1 balloon left. It's going to drop, and he's got 2 defenses left that hopefully his heroes and his helper troops can take out. Uses the queen ability, locks onto the Tesla, goes ahead and takes that Tesla down, and now the queen and the king and his other cleanup troops are going to be trying to break in to take out that archer tower that hopefully isn't going to end this raid a little bit early. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up here. The king is going to go down right here, and then the queen locks on to that final couple buildings, and she's going to go ahead and take those out for the 3-star. So again, good raid JLC, just a couple things to clean up there, but all in all, that was a great job recognizing that there was a very weak portion of this base, exploiting that, and then, you know, basically rolling your way to an easy 3 stars. So great job, man. Great job to everybody this war, sticking it out, and, you know, we had some really clutch 3-star attacks down the stretch that put us over the top in this war. So once again, great job. I'll be back very soon. We're in another war now. We'll have some more attacks to show. So thanks again. It's Powerbang, and I'm signing out.